Good morning. So this is the first morning after the first night of our Colorado trip. So I don't know if you followed along, but Wyoming we kind of do the same format, right? So I go out, spend 7-10 days kind of fishing, doing a bunch of trail riding, doing the heavy driving or the hard push to get out west. And then, after I kind of get my weekend or whatever with the boys, then I go and pick the family up, Kendrick and Jackson, at the airport. And then we do another 7 days exploring, everything that they're interested in. A little less on the trail and technical side of things. They don't have to sit in the car for 2.5 days to get out west. They can optimize their time. So we'll go do that, spend some days there, then drop them back off at the airport, and then I'll kind of mosey my way back home. Hopefully with no bear incidents this time. So, unfortunately, Steve had a couple issues. He's waiting to get sorted out with the Jeep. So I have Reed, that's been on a bunch of beach adventures with me, and Jim, that is kind of breaking in his Grenadier. So he's got a Grenadier with a Salinas Cab rooftop tent conversion. I'll show at some point. And we are making a big push to Colorado this trip. And we stumbled upon a hip camp in Tennessee. That actually is the best hip camp in Tennessee, which is disappointing because we're just staying here. We just stayed here just for one night before we hit the road. But we're gonna get packed and get on the road. Probably won't show a lot of driving unless we find something interesting, but just kind of wanted to get the kickoff of the trip. I think our first major intersection of the trip will be Great Sand Dunes National Park. But you can see we're all tucked in. Obviously Reed and I match color wise, and Grenadier's almost there too. So we're gonna get on the road early this morning and get to it. Well, there's 2 cars sitting there. Maybe they're not.
You don't have to put the water, the water's going to melt or the ice.
Just the ice.
I think all you gotta do is talk at like coffee shops.
Yeah. Lunchtime stop. We timed it perfect so we can go check out the Bass Pro Pyramid in Memphis, make a sandwich at the Jeep, and carry on and hopefully camp in Oklahoma tonight. This place is pretty crazy looking, super bright in the sun. I don't know if we'll get to go to the top or not. All right. So we're gonna be catching y'all. I'll take that one. Little lunch prep. Right beside the Bass Pro, underneath Interstate 40. Good morning. So we are at Red Rocks Canyon, Oklahoma. at a state park. We pushed it, I don't know, further than we anticipated yesterday. We identified a campsite outside of Oklahoma City on the east side that we wanted to stay at, and we got close to it, and it was still like 93 degrees at like, I don't know, 7:30, 7 o'clock at night. So we decided to push it a little bit further. We went to the other side of Oklahoma City, and I don't know, maybe we weren't even close to Oklahoma City on the first go, but we went to the other side, west side of Oklahoma City. We ended up, doing like a 13-hour day, roughly, and pushed it to this campsite, which is pretty freaking cool. Still state park, so it's not like completely dispersed camping. I'll flip you around and kind of show you what we're working with. But you can see the red rocks. But what's cool is, like, we came at dark, so we were just trying to find an open campsite. And it's kind of weird that this wasn't taken first, but you can kind of see we're tucked in against a pretty good backdrop. And kind of looking back at it, I bet you nobody wanted to take this so that everybody could see it versus just us in the way. But this is pretty cool campsite, especially just for a quick overnighter. But it's neat, like all the sounds from the campground are echoing off of that. So if you stand behind our Jeeps, you can like hear everything. It's kind of cool. But it's pretty, very pretty. They have regular bathhouse. They also have showers, so we're gonna hit the showers up. And then the plan today is to do like a shorter push, so like an 8-hour push. Still a pretty full day, but that will put us into Colorado, just underneath the Great Sand Dunes National Park. We'll probably go ahead and go grocery shopping today and get, kind of get supplied for being off grid for a few days. Nothing to report yesterday. We stopped at Memphis at the Great Pyramid, right? That has the mystery skull at the top of it or whatever it is. And then, we just stopped for fuel, rest stops, and then just kept trucking. Pretty boring travel day, so there wasn't much to report. But this campsite, pretty cool. Now it's time to shower up, probably make coffee if we can't find local coffee, and then mosey on the rest of the way and hopefully start to see some big mountains. We'll see you on the road.
I tried to replace mine. Eric gave me some, but I can't replace them. They're like different sizes. I swear.
RX Brew Coffee House and Daylight Donuts. Alright, so we got our latte. I think it's like a kind of like a cinnamon toast crunch type of latte. Then we got our apple fritter, and I'm trying something new. It's like a sausage roll or something. Neat little like house that they turned into a donut shop. So RX coffee, no idea what town in Oklahoma it was. It was pretty good. The hot dog with cheese wrapped in like, I guess like a croissant. It's kind of like a popular thing there. Dipped in mustard. That was actually better than I thought it was gonna be. I think it was like a homemade hot dog too or something. And then, you know, the coffee latte was pretty good. And then the apple fritter was just absolutely banging. Now we're driving, fighting the Oklahoma wind and the Texas wind, headed into probably try to grab lunch, refuel, and supply up just into New Mexico below Colorado, and then sneak into Colorado. And the game plan is to find camp, like wild camp there. So that's the plan. Keep moseying on. Luckily, you know, the hard push yesterday paid off. We don't have too much driving today. See all the trees grow to one side because there's just so much wind. I guess it always comes from one direction. But we're kind of back roads, which is kind of nice to be off of 40. What? I don't know. All right, we made it to Colorado. We're in the last day. We're less than what, hour and a half?
Yep.
Getting coffee, getting rained on. Reed's trying to get his hair wet. I don't know what that does. Might get curly, but he's got his hair up, so we're gonna see if there's a price difference.
To stop and buy some detangle. My hair down.
Yeah, look. He's trying to see if he gets charged more if he puts his hair down. But the sign's out, but the open sign's not on. The coffee shop has a old school Pinewood Derby track in it. Needs a little bit of TLC. Looks like it's the correct length. We got comic books. They do their own roasting. You get the blacklight room. So Reed's all over this. He's found the Super NES.
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. That's what. Oh, dude, look at this stuff. Dude, this shows up good. And you're not even old enough to use that. That came out. Oh, that's before you were alive. Wasn't. Dude, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool coffee shop. Yeah, check out the cereal assortment and candies. Even got the photo booth, but I can't get Jim to take a photo with me. But he'll get on video and be YouTube famous. We'll see what's going on next door. All right, we just got coffee, fueled up, and we are back on the road. Mutiny Coffee, I think, was the place. Was pretty neat. They had a provisions place that was next door that I picked up some green chili bratwurst. Green chili is something that we can't really get a lot of back home, so normally when I come out west I try to load up on all the different stuff. Coffee was really good. Neat little downtown of dang, I can't think of the name, but we're gonna keep moseying on. I'll film if there's something cool.
There, I mean, it really looks like all that shit was up underwater at one time.
The mountains are starting to pop up, get a little bit taller. We're now entering in the Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve. We're not going to explore everything today. I think we're just going to go on Madonna Creek, find camp, and keep on going. But this is definitely a gorgeous area. And it's got about down to 60 right now. So we went from blazing hot to chilly. And I'm sure as we climb elevation, it'll get even chillier. But, you know, it is refreshing, that's for sure. So we're gonna keep on chugging along, try to find camp. I think everybody's wanting to do steak and salad tonight, so that we'll hit the spot. We kind of skipped over lunch just because we were hammering down. We got coffee, that was our highlight for lunch, even though it was late. You know things are getting serious when we're airing down. When you got small tires, it doesn't take very long to air down, does it? Well, that'll take you about 3 seconds to air down those little pizza cutters. I know, you missed the 37s. Madonna Pass is up next. Hopefully we can find camp. Hopefully we can keep our eyes on the trail because this is kinda crazy. Alright, we got us a spot on Madonna Pass. We're all tucked in. We got charcoal going for the steaks. Reed's working on the fire.
Got a little bit chilly.
Definitely got, it's probably what, low 60s, upper 50s now?
Yeah.
We got our buddy Sean's light illuminating the whole campsite. We got the steaks warming up with some seasoning. And we got the hot honey chicken salad. We got the Firecracker Farm spicy salt.
And Colorado peaches, and the lady tried to tell us that these are better than Georgia peaches.
Oh hell. Don't tell the Georgia person. We put the Georgia person over here. So the bears. Cooking on the Mad Con tonight. Tried and true. Coals are so hot. Like Jim's butt after he eats Taco Bell. Alright, we got the steaks done. What type of salad did you make us?
Strawberry pecan.
Strawberry pecan salad and steak. Fit for a king. Fire's rolling. Everybody's
And it's only like midnight our time.
yeah, it is a little late. We're still adjusting.
When the storm is moving in, the sky goes dark and you feel the wind. Too much weight just holds you down, waiting for the calm.